Hello everyone, it's time for a brand new movie review video. You voted for it in the community tab. We're looking at Dredd, which came out in 2012. Dredd is a super action-packed, futuristic, entertaining as heck movie. Judges are basically a super elite police force, and two of them get locked in a large building and hunted by a gang. Dredd is a top-tier, no-nonsense judge, and he's paired up with a rookie named Anderson, who just so happens to be psychic. It's an absolute blast, and there's so many cool moments. If you love violence and things that make you say, hell yeah, then Dredd is for you. Karl Urban and Olivia Thirlby are great together, and I really enjoyed their characters. While they might be a bit on the simple side, you're more focused on how they'll get out of their sticky situation. We pretty much get everything we need out of them in the hour and 30 minutes that the movie gives us. There is some cheesy dialogue in this thing as well, but it doesn't take away from the movie. Like, there were a few one-liners that were silly, but they came after some awesome kills, so it worked for me. Dredd also has some really cool visuals. There's a drug in this movie that comes up a lot called Slo-Mo, and every moment involving it is so sick. Now let's take a closer look at Dredd. We start off in, beautiful Mega City 1. In a voiceover, Dredd says the citizens are afraid of the streets. So like I said in the intro, judges are like an elite police force. That's kind of the best way I could put it. We kick things off with a car chase. Our main character, Judge Dredd, is chasing down a van full of drug dealers. Oh my god, they just ran over a guy. Now Dredd means business, and he shoots their tires out and the van flips over. Yeah, I don't think they survived that. But actually, one of them did, because there's gunshots going off in a nearby mall. Looks like we have a hostage situation on our— Holy hell, he just shot a fireball into his mouth. This movie rules. We can actually see his head start to melt. Oh my god. Dredd then gets word that the chief judge wants to see him. This is where we get introduced to Anderson. She's a mutant with psychic powers, and the chief wants Dredd to take her with him out on the streets. They're testing her to see if she'll make a good judge. Now we see a giant tower that says Peachtrees. Inside there's a woman splish splash taking a bath. A dude next to her calls her Ma and says that they got trouble. Three guys are tied up and bloodied. They were warned for selling Sternhammer, but they kept at it. They're skinned and tossed over a balcony. Oh my god. To make matters worse, they were forced to inhale some Slo-Mo first. While it must be nice to take a bath on Slo-Mo, getting skinned alive and thrown off a building probably doesn't feel as groovy. We're now back with our two main judges, and Dredd gives us some analytics. There's around 17,000 crimes per day, and the judges can only respond to about 6% of them. But let's head back to Peachtrees, because that's where we're going to spend the remainder of the movie. Anderson was raised in a crappy area like Peachtrees, but she knows that there are hardworking families that live in crappy places like this, so she wants to become a judge and make a difference. We get some more information on Slo-Mo, and it's a new drug that just hit the streets. And we also get to learn about the Mama clan. They've taken over Peachtrees, and they are one dangerous group. Not many judges check up on the area, so Ma and the rest of her clan have taken over nearly the entire tower. Judge Dredd and Rookie Anderson are gonna go find where they operate and hit it hard, baby. Let's go! Looks like we're having a Slo-Mo party, and this is about to be Anderson's first time in combat. They bust in and take out the Slo-Mo users. Some are left alive and headed to the ISO cubes, while the others weren't so lucky and they're gonna take a trip on the meat wagon. One of the people left alive is Kay, the guy who dealt with the Sternhammer dealers. They decide that they're gonna take him in for interrogation. The Mama clan aren't gonna be too happy about that. Speaking of which, they shoot some guys sleeping on the job in the control room, and now the Mama clan gain access to some comms. They get their little tech bro to schedule an impromptu DEF CON system test, meaning the Hall of Justice will be ignoring their status for a bit. They put the Peachtrees building in lockdown mode while Dredd and Anderson are still inside. Ma gets on the intercom and tells the clan members inside to hunt the two judges down and kill them. If any regular residents try to help, they'll die. Holy shit. Dredd tries to contact Control, but of course, they're being ignored. We already have some clan members heading down to attack, but they throw some gas grenades and take them out. But that was just stage number 1. They reach a room full of clan members, but that's nothing a stun grenade can't handle. I mean, hey, Dredd tried giving them a warning.
10 seconds to comply.
Fuck you, Judge.
You got 5.
Thanks for the heads up.
We see that Anderson is struggling to pull the trigger on one dude, but the sentence for the attempted murder of a judge is death, so she has to put him down. Dredd tells a worker to open a sealed door, but he says he can't. Everyone in the building is against them, so he can't do anything to help. So it looks like Dredd and Anderson are gonna go into stealth mode to navigate the building. They already have some more trouble because 4 clan members are coming down the hallway. Anderson uses her psychic powers to get a resident named Kathy to open her door. Kathy has a baby, and her husband is one of the people hunting the judges. cameras. However, she does help them out by telling them about an elevator they can use. When they leave though, Anderson notices a family photo and the guy that she killed earlier was Kathy's husband. Damn, tough break. They reach floor level 76, but the Mama clan spot them on the security cameras, so they lock them in on that floor. Dredd tells Anderson to take Kay as he heads off in another direction. She gets into position while Kay is trying to get into her head, talking about her being a mutant and what'll happen if she gets caught by the clan. While she's standing guard, Dredd is taking a look around and oh damn, that's a big ass machine gun! The Mama clan are hitting pretty much everyone and everything except for Dredd. He meets up with Anderson and they're able to escape through a hole in the wall. Since they're outside, he's able to finally get into contact with Control. They're on a skate ramp balcony, so the only place they can go is back inside. I mean, hey, at least they have backup coming. We see that Ma's henchman Caleb goes looking for them, and he gets tossed off the roof for his troubles. Dredd goes and takes Kay into a room and holds his own interrogation. Anderson decides to take over for him and use her powers. They play mind games with each other, and even though Kay is a freak, Anderson can get freakier. She gets the info they need, and as a bonus, Kay pisses his pants. It turns out that Mama are the ones pumping out all of the Slo-Mo in Mega City 1. Outside of the building, we see two judges show up outside, but Ma forces her tech bro to stall for a little bit. Dredd decides to not wait for backup and heads straight for Ma. They're spotted by two kids and they aim their guns at the judges. This distraction allows Kay to grab Anderson, and they head into an elevator. Dredd puts his gun on stun mode and he shoots those two little bastards. Kay takes Anderson hostage and brings her straight to the rest of the Mama clan. But on what little bit of bright side there is, Ma stops them from doing anything extra to her. Dredd gets on the intercom and tells everyone that he is the law and that Mama is a criminal, and he says that her sentence is death.
Judgment time.
Hell yeah! The clan is trying to figure out how to stop Dredd, and Ma says to call 911. What? More judges show up and they actually open the doors for him. The worker from earlier informs the judges of the situation and oh, son of a bitch, they're corrupt judges. They'll take out Dredd in exchange for 1 million credits. And they also give the go-ahead to the clan to kill Anderson. It's looking pretty rough because Dredd's running low on ammo and the other judges are on the hunt. He runs into one of them but soon realizes that he's not here to help. They fight and then Dredd ends it with a heavy chop to the throat. Oh shit, that looks like it hurt. Looks like Kay is the one in charge of killing Anderson, but when he goes to shoot her, her gun says ID fail and it blows up his hand, oh my god! She finishes him off with a kick to the face. We're back with Dredd and he's found the Slo-Mo lab, but two other judges have found him. He's in a bit of a tough spot because it's a 2v1 and the only bullets he has left in his gun are high explosives. You know what? I think those worked out just fine. Anderson runs into the judge that was looking for her, but she quickly takes her out after seeing right through her bullshit. Dredd only has one judge left, but he gets shot through a wall. The judge gets cocky and he goes into monologue mode, but Anderson shoots him from behind. He staples his wound shut, reloads, and he and Anderson head off to take down Mama. They find the wimpy tech bro and Anderson gets the code to Mama's private chambers. She decides to let him go and says that he was just a victim. She tells Dredd that she knows she's not going to be a judge, but she still wants to make a difference. They finally face off with Ma, but Anderson gets shot in the process. Ma informs Dredd that the entire level is rigged with explosives that'll take out pretty much the whole building. It's linked to her heartbeat, so if she dies, they all die. Dredd pretty much says, dog, there's about 100 levels of concrete, I don't think that's gonna work, and he shoots her. He forces her to inhale Slo-Mo, and then he tosses her out the window. I'm not gonna lie, it's a beautiful looking fall, but oh my god, she hits the ground face first. Dredd patches Anderson up, and they head back down to the bottom floor. He tells her that her test is now over, she hands him her badge, and walks away. The chief judge checks up on Dredd, and he tells her that Anderson actually passed. The last thing we see is Dredd zooming down the mega highway in Mega City on his mega motorcycle. And there you have it. Dredd kicks ass, it's really cool, a little cheesy, but there are so many things to enjoy. I could rewatch this thing every few months and I honestly don't think it would get old. I wouldn't say I love the movie, but I do really like it. A nice turn off your brain and just have fun sort of movie. And we all need one of those every now and then. Thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts on Dredd in the comments. Be sure to check out my horror movie March Madness video that I uploaded last week, and I will see ya in the next video. Goodbye.